had one of those days where you were saying to yourself, what in the world am I gonna make for dinner tonight, right? We all do. We run out of options, we run out of recipes, you know, you get tired of the same old stuff. So a lot of times we go to a pasta option. Oh, I'll make a pasta sauce, or I'll buy some pasta sauce and throw it. That's easy, right? Well, I'm gonna show you a really delicious, really beautiful version of a bolognese. Now, if you're not familiar, a bolognese sauce is a traditional Italian sauce that's made with meat, right? Pork, beef, veal, whatever you'd like. Now, everything we do here is all plant-based, right? They do have some really good plant-based options for meat substitutes, but what I love about this recipe is it actually uses all natural organic ingredients that are all plant-based. The star of the show is going to be the black lentils. They're actually called caviar lentils. They look just like caviar. Little hemp seed. Obviously, your fresh vegetables. We're going to chop up some onions, some celery, some carrots, some fresh herbs. Always use fresh herbs. Or a little oregano, a little fresh thyme, garlic, tomato paste, and of course our plant-based vegetable stock. Now, what's great about this recipe is it is so simple. It's just a little bit of prep. You chop everything up, you throw it in a Dutch oven, you cook it down, but it's so beautiful. We're going to hit it with a little red wine. Remember, only cook with wine that you would drink. If you wouldn't drink it, don't cook with it. This happens to be one of my favorite Napa cabs. So, as I'm doing that, I'm just going to chop up an onion just to show you how I like to do it. I like to half the onion, and then I like to slice it down the middle, a little bit there. I keep the end on to keep that butt on there, to keep the onion together. Then I can simply go through, make my long slices like this, right? And then, once those are done, see how nicely it stays together? Keep curling your fingers. Then I can go back and do my dice like this, and I get a nice, clean, even onion dice. So simple. Now, what I love about this recipe as well is it brings me back to my childhood. If you're not familiar, I actually come from a third-generation restaurateur family. My family owns a restaurant called DiMaggio's Pizza just north of St. Joe, Lake Michigan Beach. My grandparents actually opened it in 1957, and it is all traditional, classic Sicilian Italian recipes, which, of course, a lot of them have meat and things like that, so I don't really get to enjoy a lot of that classic food, so I have to find ways that I can incorporate it into my lifestyle, which obviously plant-based eating has been a huge, huge lifestyle changer, a huge game changer for me. I'm about 100 pounds less than I actually was when I first started this journey, probably about 10, 11 years ago. And I've been very fortunate with that. I was actually able to take my health back into control. And for those of you that suffer with blood pressure issues, diabetes, weight issues, things like that, adopting a plant-based diet or even doing it once or twice a week, doing the Meatless Monday, doing a couple nights a week, will dramatically increase your health, and it will give you a much better lifestyle. Again, it's not something you have to do every single day. For those of you that do already, that's great. But these are some really nice recipes to show you how to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just chopping up my carrots, my celery, my onions, and then I'm going to get some fresh herbs in here, and then I'm going to put it in my Dutch oven. We're going to cook that down. I'm going to show you in a little bit what the end result is, and you're not going to believe how beautiful it is, how great it smells, how earthy and rich it is, and you'll swear you don't even need the meat in this one, not even the substitute. So this is the finished product, and I want to show you, look how beautiful that is. Look how rich and earthy and fragrant it is. I wish you could smell this through the camera. Your red wine, your carrots, your celery, your garlic, and I'm just going to spoon this over my favorite pasta. I love tagliatelle. That's what I picked for this one. It's a nice wide ribbon pasta. See how rich and earthy that is? It's got a meaty flavor and a meaty texture without using any meat or any meat substitute. And then, of course, like any good pasta, I'm going to hit it with a little more of that fresh, plant-based vegan Parmesan. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Oh yes. Manja, 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 manja. And remember, for those of you that know, plant-based is the way to go.